meet Pisces. Pisces sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign. This is a 2-week reading for all you Pisces starting today, the 31st of October, 2023. Happy Halloween. Happy Samhain. Thank you so much for being here. We're streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch. Moderating today on YouTube is the lovely Heather. Moderating on Twitch is the lovely Deline. Thank you so much, Heather. Thank you so much, Deline. And thank you, Pisces and friends of Pisces, for joining us today. If you happen to be watching us on a restream on YouTube, you don't want to watch all the shuffling I'm going to do, don't worry about it. Just use the timestamp and you can fast forward right to the reading. Today I'm reading with the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. This is the borderless edition. I don't pull these out too often. Let's see. I've already purified with this 4711, and you can find information to purchase those products in the video description of this very video on my YouTube channel. I do not read with card reversals. I always like to just mention that in case it looks odd to you. Cards come out reversed, I just flip them right side up. All is well. If you're watching us on YouTube, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. If you're watching on Twitch, please make sure you follow us on Twitch, and you can watch on Twitch without any ads when you subscribe to us there. We have a shop at arielscornershop.com, arielscornershop.com. We make a small commission off of each and every sale over there, and it's a fun, easy way to support our channel. Another way to support us is with the donation, and you can donate by following the URL that comes up on the screen every so often to our PayPal portal. Also, we have other payment options for donating in the footers of all of the pages on our website, ariels-corner.com. Or if you're on YouTube, you could use a super sticker, super chat, or super thanks if you feel like giving a donation. We do appreciate your support. This does go out to a lot of Pisces, sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign. So if for some reason it doesn't seem to jive or gel with you, it's not making any sense, don't force it. It's probably not meant for you. In that case, check out the zodiacal readings for your other signs, or remember that we have a general reading for all signs each and every day except for Monday. You can find the most recent restreams of all the tarot readings right on the website, ariels-corner.com, ariels-corner.com. Just click on the free online tarot readings link in the main menu. Let's see what's in the cards for all you gorgeous Pisces today. Starting today, 31st. Happy Halloween. Yeah, boo. Okay. Boy, okay, Pisces. Yikes. Okay, so this 5 of coins. The 5 of coins is usually fear about money or fear about assets. Sometimes it can talk about something you're actually going through as well. So each of you is going to have to assess whether it's a fear or whether it's something you're going through. The way that in this particular deck that this is illustrated is very much being left out in the cold, very much having poverty, not being able to get your needs met, and not even having any. It seems like even the church there doesn't seem to be helping them. So all that to say that 5s are conflict and coins are assets, and there seems to be some conflict that some of you are having with your assets. And a lot of this has to do with excess burden that you are carrying. And some of you believe that the more burden you carry, the faster you can get through these problems, or the easier you can challenge these fears. But actually, it's the opposite. The burdens themselves are feeding into this problem. And so you are being called on to unburden yourself. You're being called on to be fearless about this too, to just what we talked about on Soulful Sunday, this past Sunday, cast your burden. Now, there's a line in the Psalms, if you like Psalms, I think it's Psalm 55, cast your burdens on the Lord. The Lord simply is the creative power of the universe. It's nothing religious necessarily. It's the power of the universe that is your creator, and you're not separate from this force. It's actually part of your own higher mind, and so you are like a big star in the universe, and you are an extension of an even bigger star. So you are a pretty big deal as far as infinite intelligence is concerned, or a very big deal. And infinite intelligence doesn't want you to have burdens, doesn't want you to have financial conflicts. Okay, so you can literally say, I cast my burden on whatever you want to call it. It says cast my burden on the Lord, but you can call it whatever. I cast my burden on infinite intelligence within me, and I go free, no matter what it is. And you just keep coming back to that again and again and again. And it can be a challenge to not try to figure it all out for yourself. It can be a challenge to not say, yeah, well, I can't just do that. I've got responsibilities. I've got things to take care of. But see, the thing is if you do, if you start out with casting your burden, unburdening yourself, and then you are already in alignment with that power that can tell you in the moment, well, then do this, and then do that, and then do this, and then do that, rather than you thinking that you're supposed to come up with all of the solutions yourself, right? So I'm going to open all this up. Oh, before I do that, this Page of Wands is talking about really good ideas. Speaking of which, talking about really good ideas that many of you don't feel like you either have the time or the resources to actualize or to really follow, or for some of you, those good ideas are overwhelming you right now, one of the two or both. So there are still, so you have a lot of inspiration, a lot of wonderful ideas that are really being thwarted by excess burden and by fear of financial ruin or financial poverty for some of you. And that financial ruin and that financial poverty fear a lot of times is stemming from something that really good that has happened recently. And I think a lot of you are just like all of the rest of us, and that is waiting for the other shoe to fall. Oh dear, something good happened. That means that I'm going to have to pay for it. I'm going to have to do something that's going to just be worse, because what goes up really has to come down, and the bigger they come, the harder they fall, and all that stuff, right? But see, Spirit doesn't think like that. That's our thinking. That's the 3D world. That's how we believe, and everything in the 3D world will definitely support that and give us plenty of evidence to prove to us that we're right about that. But Spirit doesn't have those laws. Spirit's not under those laws. Spirit's only under infinite intelligence's laws. And therefore, if we allow Spirit to take over, then we're not under those laws either. So just remember that just because something good happened doesn't mean something bad has to happen. Just because you had it good doesn't mean that you have to have it bad. Some of you are, like I said, many of you are trying to figure this all out yourself and wondering what is wrong with you, that you can't figure it out. What's wrong with me that I can't get this figured out? I'm smart. I should know better. Something's wrong with me. I'm so impatient with myself. I shouldn't be going through this. What's the problem? Everything seemed so good. Now it's not. And you're really on your case, and no wonder you're feeling so burdened. No wonder you're feeling so burdened, because this Queen of Swords is getting activated within you. And she's saying, stupid. What's wrong with you, Pisces? You're so stupid. You know, those kinds of things. And you may or may not even hear it because you're so preoccupied with your situation. And it's really important that you understand that that's a trick to keep you stuck in all of this, because none of this needs to happen. Remember all of the good ideas that you once had, and all of the good the good manifestations that seem to be happening. That's really the truth. And all of this is an illusion based on your own ego saying, we got to pay for this. You can't have anything good without something bad. You can't have pleasure without following it with pain. And so this is all that dramatizing that. And so it's up to you to notice when that Queen of Swords is stirring it up for you. She's the ultimate pot stirrer. And she loves to just like look out on the world and just whisper to you about how bad it is and about how bad you are. And then if that's not working, well, then they're bad. Something's bad. Everything's bad. Isn't it awful? Everything's awful. And there's plenty of evidence to support what she's saying. So you don't question it. But it's up to you to question it and just say, wait a minute. I'm not going to be burdened. I'm not going to listen to her. I'm not going to believe in the illusions that are put in front of me. I know that infinite intelligence wants me to be happy. I know infinite intelligence wants me to be abundant, prosperous, and free. I've got really, really good ideas that need to be realized. And that's what I'm all about right now. I'm not going to get caught in this drama. I'm not going to get caught in this big distraction. And it's up to me, Pisces, to make that choice, to make that decision. And what the first decision that you want to make is to notice her when she's on. Notice when you're being cynical. Notice when you're being bitchy. Notice when you're being judgy. And it doesn't matter if you're being judgy to yourself or anybody else. Both are equally as judgy. It's not better to be judgy with yourself. It's not. It doesn't make you a better person. Well, at least I'm being judgmental with myself. No. None of that is necessary. That's all just a trick. So notice it when it happens. That's the water on the Wicked Witch of the West. It's just noticing it, that she can't. She's completely impotent when you notice her. So I just use the term Queen of Swords. When I notice myself doing that, I say, oh, there she is, Queen of Swords. I don't interact with her. I don't fight with her. I just notice her. And notice that just, when I do that, everything just kind of is quiet again. And then once she's shut up, then I can remind myself, and this is what you need to do, that I don't have the right ideas right now about what's in front of me, because my ideas have been usurped by fear. So I'm not going to respond to things in front of me with fear. Instead, I'm going to ask that these burdens be taken from me, and I'm going to be asked to be shown what to do. And then instead of fear, you are free, and you are responding with inspiration rather than fear. And there's no longer any need to be impatient. There's no longer any need to worry about the circumstances in front of you. And there's definitely no need for you to carry burden any longer, because you've learned that it's a choice. I can lay this down. I don't need to be stymied by her anymore. What I can do is get back to the truth. And the truth is, no, I'm supposed to be prosperous. I'm supposed to be getting my work done here. I've got a lot to do. I've got great ideas. I've got so many things that I want to contribute to the world right now. So I'm not going to be distracted by all of this anymore. I'm going to ask for infinite intelligence to intervene on my behalf and to show me what to do. One thing after the next. But you've got to unburden yourself first. If you don't start with the unburdening of yourself, then you're not really listening. So that's the first thing. I cast, no matter what the burden happens to be, and you can do it again and again and again and again and again until you get the clue about what to do. I cast this burden on the spirit within me, and I go free. I cast this burden on God within me, and I go free. I cast this burden on the goddess within me and go free. Whatever your words are, whatever is truly your source, that your higher power, that thing that you're connected to that's smarter than you. And it's really good to know that you're not always the smartest person in the universe. So I'm going to let go of these burdens, and I'm going to cast them on that higher power, and I'm going to go free. And then I'm open and receptive to being taught and shown and guided, so that I know in the moment what to do. And you're going to notice that as you take 1 foot, and then 1 foot, and then 1 foot, and then 1 foot, guided and led, all of this just disappears. All of this just disappears, and you get back to doing what you're supposed to be doing, because you're no longer letting that Queen of Swords within you run the show. So you've got a great couple of weeks ahead of you. It's just all about you being vigilant to not let the Queen of Swords run the show, but that you choose to cast your burden and then be guided so that you get back to work doing what you're here to do. Thank you so much for joining me today, and thank you so much to the amazing moderators, Delene and Heather, and we will see everybody tomorrow, in 2 weeks, Pisces. We'll see you in 2 weeks for another reading. Blessed be.